Good morning. We are taking a look into Furry Unhinged Twitter. And I know that I myself and personally am to blame for some of these things. I mean, I have plenty of evidence against me so far. But I think that despite my own personal little funnies, little quirkies that I have, there's still a whole other brand of unhinged furry tweets. A lot more unhinged than what I have put out there. So today we are going to be taking a look at every single last one of those unhinged things. So let's get started off with something nice that isn't controversial at all. Hitler. As I'm sure many of you are aware, Hitler was an artist, and one of the subjects of his composition just so happened to be dogs. Now, there is a furry website that exists out there that is specifically dedicated to furry porn. And what somebody did, they uploaded Hitler's art to this website. And if you search under the tag Adolf Hitler artist, you will find legitimate drawings of dogs that are on there that were done by yours truly. Now, why these are still up on this type of a website, Lord knows. Rest assured, it made me have, at the very least, a decent bit of a chuckle, but it was still kind of fucked. Let's get to something that, even though it's still on the unhinged spectrum, it's still at the very least a little bit more normal. You ever scratch your ear with a Q-tip so good that you start drooling and shit, followed immediately by, my ear is infected. You're sick with it. I'm sure everyone has had that sensation of, like, you know, taking the Q-tip, putting it in the ear, just going like, it's always a funny little sensation. It's a great thing to experience if you haven't already. However, this individual just so happened to have also garnered an ear infection with this wonderful, wonderful news. Because technically, you're not supposed to put Q-tips in your ears. Nobody follows that rule. It's like not eating cookie dough. Everybody eats cookie dough, even though you're not supposed to, and they made edible cookie dough just because people were eating cookie dough so much, and then people still ate normal cookie dough anyway, so it didn't do anything. But this case is a little bit more normal, a little bit more understandable. I sympathize with them. I don't empathize because I never put the Q-tip in my ear for that long or enough to a point where it got infected, but it is still a cause that is worth sympathizing for. So I salute you indeed, soldier. Good luck on your future endeavors. If you love the video game Valorant, this one is going to be absolutely wonderful to you. Help, my coworkers somehow discovered this account. Everyone pretend it's a Valorant Clips account. Well, I mean, I would like to go ahead and say, hey, yeah, you could maybe get away with it. But the tweet literally right underneath this one is of a rat in underwear, and maybe not even in underwear. There's just like a black box there. There's only so much convincing that you can do to pretend that it is spicy Valorant Clips, and that is it alone. When you take one look at the touch of the profile, you see that tweet, and then immediately afterward, naked rat. Show me your favorite Valorant clip though, much appreciated. Everyone drop your favorite Valorant clip in the comments below, because I think this account, they're gonna need some. My mom said she'll buy a shock collar to use against me, and I told her, too bad, I'm into that shit. What do I do? Run, leave, move out. There's options. None of them are very good, but there are some options. Not even just the fact that they're into it, right? But the fact that they didn't have their filter just on at that point in time. I feel like if anything, if there is a point in time that you need to have a filter, it's talking to your parents and then leading into something about a shock collar to immediately flipping that into too bad. I like that. I'm into that. You're gonna get some looks. Listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you have the confidence to go ahead and just put that out there on blast for your parents, but yeah, you done did it to yourself. I'm sorry. Got a haircut, the barber guy ruffled my hair, and I felt funny inside. Nah, that's just relatable. You're good. Keep doing you. I could make it work. Could you? I'm just taking a quick look here. Could you? There is a theoretical possibility in which maybe I would consider this work to work, but like I can only even imagine like the splinters alone, right? The splinters alone, they've got to be enough of a deterrent, but like, oh. Shout out to me for mixing up my meds and accidentally have been taking Viagra the entire con. For those of you who are unaware, there was a huge furry convention that just happened called Midwest Furfest, and it was popular, and it was a lot of people being there. And so Viagra, because you know, sometimes when you're at conventions, you kind of want to, you know, and so people would take Viagra and shit. Well, it seems like to me that this individual was a little bit on the rougher side of things when it came to getting what they needed out of it, because they got the Viagra, that much was for sure, but that's just unfortunate. I don't have any other thing for it other than that just being really, really unfortunate. Hope your dick's holding up okay, though. Seek a doctor. My fat fucking hips ripped my work pants apart in front of my coworkers. God damn it. Now, that's just a normal Sunday for me. Trust me, I get that too. I just have an absolute fucking dump truck. Like, look at this shit. You telling me this shit ain't doing anything for you? I'm better. I was in puppy mode all weekend, and now I just woofed to my manager. Impulse control. That is the name of the game. Impulse control. Y'all just be doing shit on habit, and this is what is happening. Trust me, the worst that has happened is like maybe I slip up by like accidentally saying a curse word or something like that in front of my family or my boss or whatever. This is another level. If I responded to my manager for any sort of request by barking at them, I mean, shit, I'd be a good emotional support dog, but I don't know what other job I can do beyond that. Listen, I'm proud of you for living your truth, but maybe don't live your truth in front of the person that is paying you. Funny story, crying laughing emoji. Okay, so I was watching Space Jam 2 and I got randomly horny. I didn't want to exit the movie, so I just waited till the Lola scene came up. It came and I started jacking the shit out of my pecker. And then I accidentally nutted to LeBron. This is beautiful, not only just from the phrasing of it, just like jacking the shit out of my pecker, right? That alone, golden. That alone is beautiful. But just the entire story, like you didn't want to get up, so you just waited for Lola Bunny because you knew Lola Bunny was coming and you knew Lola Bunny was hot. You already found her hot, so you're like, well, if I'm gonna jack my shit, I'm just gonna do it to Lola Bunny when she shows up in the movie. Not even going away to look up stuff of Lola Bunny, but just waiting. And then finally, when you get the chance to jack the shit out of your pecker, you nut to LeBron. Goated, absolutely beautiful. Awesome job, shout out to you. I'm very proud. There we go, wild ride, but thank you so much for taking a look into the wild, wild west that is known as furry Twitter. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone.